Robin Sharma's The Saint, the Surfer, and the CEO is not a typical self-help manual. It's a spiritual parable, a deeply human story about rediscovering meaning, authenticity, and inner peace in a world obsessed with external achievement. Through the eyes of its protagonist, Jack Valentine, a successful but unfulfilled advertising executive, Sharma invites readers to confront the question that underlies all success. What does it mean to truly live well? Jack's journey begins not in triumph, but in crisis. After a near-fatal car accident, he awakens to the fragility of life and the emptiness of a success built solely on material ambition. This opening scene mirrors the experiences of countless modern professionals who reach the pinnacle of their careers only to feel hollow inside. It's the same tension that runs through the American corporate dream, the constant striving for more, at the expense of being fully alive. Jack's turning point comes when he meets Cal, a mysterious old man who becomes his mentor and spiritual catalyst. Cal tells him, "You don't get to take your possessions with you when you die, only your growth." That line captures one of Sharma's most powerful messages. Success without self-awareness is failure in disguise. Cal gives Jack three names: a saint in Rome, a surfer in Hawaii, and a CEO in California, each representing a dimension of wisdom Jack must integrate. The saint teaches about living with integrity and purpose, the surfer embodies freedom and presence, and the CEO reveals leadership through authenticity and contribution. The journey across these encounters becomes an allegory for the balance every person must find between soul, joy, and service. The first deep lesson emerges here. Life's crises are not punishments, but invitations to wake up. Sharma shows that suffering is often the universe's way of shaking us out of complacency. In today's world, millions face similar wake-up calls: burnout, layoffs, health scares, or emotional collapse, forcing them to question whether they are living their own dreams or someone else's expectations. The global shift toward mindfulness, minimalism, and purpose-driven careers reflects the same realization that Jack confronts. Life is not about how much you acquire, but how deeply you experience it. Jack's first meeting is with Father Mike, the saint in Rome. The setting, ancient streets, soft church bells, and candlelight, mirrors the timelessness of the truths he imparts. Father Mike teaches him that the greatest freedom lies in forgiveness, not only of others, but of oneself. Jack, like many of us, has spent years burdened by guilt, resentment, and self-criticism. We carry our past like a backpack full of stones, Father Mike says. Each act of forgiveness removes one. Forgiveness, in Sharma's vision, is not a sign of weakness but of courage. It's a conscious act of releasing energy trapped in bitterness so it can be redirected toward growth. In recent years, psychology has confirmed this. Studies from Stanford and Harvard link forgiveness practices to reduced anxiety, lower blood pressure, and improved well-being. In a global culture driven by outrage and digital judgment, forgiveness becomes an act of quiet rebellion, a return to peace in a noisy world. As Jack practices letting go, he discovers another lesson. True power lies in vulnerability. The saint tells him, "The most authentic people are those who've stopped pretending." This strikes at the heart of modern insecurity, the fear of being seen as imperfect. Yet leaders who embrace vulnerability, from Brené Brown's research in America to Jacinda Ardern's empathetic leadership in New Zealand, embody what Father Mike teaches. When you lead with authenticity, you liberate others to do the same. Jack's transformation through Father Mike sets the emotional foundation of the book, a reminder that inner peace precedes outer success. Only when we stop fighting ourselves can we begin to truly live. Jack's next stop takes him to Hawaii, where he meets Mo, the surfer, a man who radiates lighthearted wisdom and lives entirely in the present moment. If Father Mike represents the soul, Mo represents the heart. Through Mo, Sharma introduces one of the most liberating truths in personal development. Life happens only in the now. Mo's hut faces the ocean, a metaphor for flow, surrender, and impermanence. Jack initially struggles with the idea of slowing down. He's conditioned to believe productivity equals worth. Mo laughs and says, "You're living 10 minutes ahead of your life." That phrase encapsulates the modern malaise, constant motion without presence. In America, where busy is worn as a badge of honor. This wisdom cuts deep. Studies now show that multitasking and chronic stress degrade creativity and joy. The cost of always chasing the next thing is missing the beauty of this thing. Mo teaches Jack the art of flow, of aligning with life rather than forcing it. Watching waves rise and fall, he explains, the ocean doesn't fight the tide, it moves with it. This lesson echoes through philosophy, from Taoism's Wu Wei, effortless action, to positive psychology's concept of flow state. The key is balance, effort without strain, ambition without anxiety. Most surf lessons become spiritual practice. When Jack panics, he falls. When he relaxes, he rides. The metaphor is universal. Life rewards trust more than control. The lesson deepens when Mo says, your thoughts are like waves. You can't stop them, but you can choose which ones to ride. That insight mirrors mindfulness principles used globally today. Thought management isn't suppression, it's awareness. Leaders like Ray Dalio, founder of Bridgewater Associates, credit meditation and presence as the foundation of their decision-making clarity. In a fast-paced digital culture, presence becomes both a spiritual and strategic advantage. From Mo, Jack also learns the joy of simplicity. Mo owns little but lives abundantly, his days filled with laughter, friendship, and meaning. This challenges Jack's, and modern society's, notion that happiness is tied to possessions or status. Around the world, minimalist movements, digital detox trends, and the growing popularity of slow living echo Mo's philosophy. Simplify to amplify. Perhaps the most profound moment comes when Mo tells Jack, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. This simple truth, central to psycho-cybernetics and cognitive psychology, underlies all of Sharma's teaching. Our outer world mirrors our inner world. Gratitude, optimism, and self-compassion are not moral choices. They are mental technologies for a fulfilling life. Through Mo, Jack begins to embody lightness. Laughter replaces worry. Curiosity replaces fear. The lesson is clear. You can't experience joy tomorrow if you can't experience peace today. Jack's final mentor, Tess, is a powerful and compassionate CEO in California. Her lesson represents integration, living spirituality and presence in the world of action. Through her, Sharma weaves the final threads: leadership, service, and legacy. Tess teaches Jack that real success is not about accumulation but contribution. Your work is your vehicle for service, she says. Leadership isn't about titles, it's about impact. This reframes success from self-centered ambition to soul-centered purpose. In a world grappling with burnout, environmental crises, and social inequality, this message resonates globally. The leaders shaping the future, from Satya Nadella at Microsoft to Yvon Chouinard of Patagonia, are those who lead with empathy, sustainability, and human values. Through Tess, Jack learns the power of vision and integrity. She explains that every great organization mirrors the consciousness of its leader. If the leader operates from fear or greed, the company becomes toxic. If the leader operates from service, the company thrives. This truth extends beyond business. Families, communities, and nations all reflect the emotional maturity of those who guide them. Jack witnesses Tess balancing fierce discipline with deep compassion. Her boardroom and her meditation mat are extensions of the same consciousness. Sharma's lesson is revolutionary. Spirituality and success are not opposites. They are partners. Living with presence doesn't mean retreating from the world. It means engaging with it more meaningfully. Tess also teaches Jack the art of purposeful discipline, doing small things with excellence. This echoes the principles of atomic habits. Greatness is built through consistent integrity in ordinary moments. Whether leading a meeting or offering kindness to a stranger, everything matters. The way you do one thing, Tess says, is the way you do everything. Her mentorship culminates in one final truth. Legacy is not what you leave behind, but what you awaken in others. True fulfillment comes not from what you own, but from the lives you uplift. In modern America and globally, this is evident in leaders like Oprah Winfrey, whose media platform empowers millions, or Nelson Mandela, whose inner transformation inspired a nation. Both embody Tess's lesson. that the highest form of success is influence born of authenticity. By the time Jack returns home, he has transformed. He no longer measures life by external milestones, but by inner peace, presence, and contribution. The saint gave him soul, the surfer gave him joy, and the CEO gave him purpose. Together, they form the trinity of a meaningful life. Jack's story mirrors the modern human condition, driven yet disconnected, ambitious yet anxious. His healing is ours. As the book closes, Sharma reminds readers that transformation is not about changing who you are, but about remembering who you've always been. Beneath the noise of fear and striving lies a self already whole, loving, and free. Jack's journey teaches that true wealth lies in awareness, gratitude, and service. Every experience, from joy to loss, is an opportunity to return to presence. The lesson expands beyond personal growth to cultural relevance. In an era defined by division, busyness, and digital distraction, the saint, the surfer, and the CEO calls humanity back to consciousness. Sharma's message bridges East and West, spirit and science, ancient wisdom and modern psychology. Like a tapestry woven through story, each mentor's lesson forms part of a complete philosophy. The saint, purify your heart through forgiveness and authenticity. The surfer, reclaim your joy through presence and gratitude. The CEO, fulfill your purpose through service and integrity. Yet the book's genius is that it doesn't preach, it narrates. Through Jack's mistakes, laughter, and awakenings, readers see themselves. The story's emotional accessibility makes profound truths practical. Globally, we see the reflection of Sharma's message in movements redefining success. The rise of conscious capitalism, the wellness revolution, and the increasing value placed on mental health and emotional intelligence. In America, Silicon Valley's mindfulness initiatives, remote work cultures prioritizing balance, and younger generations demanding purpose-driven careers all echo Sharma's timeless call: live with heart, not hurry. Jack's final revelation crystallizes this entire philosophy. Live beautifully, love deeply, led courageously. That sentence captures not only his journey but the human one, a call to align ambition with soul, action with compassion, and success with peace. If this message resonated with you, subscribe and join us for more wisdom that fuels growth.